All right, guys, so we're gonna now do the 45 lateral, right? The one that goes in the branch. And this one is pretty easy, the step that I'm showing you guys here. So what we want to do is find your 4 centers. And obviously by the cutouts, we already have 2. We just need to find the other 2, right? So a way that I do this is pretty much I calculate the center. And I'll make a line right here. And I'll do the same thing for this side. I'll calculate this center pretty much right here. And I'll make a line on this side of the installation. So now the next step is you gotta grab the outside diameter of the installation, right? And we can see this is the 4x2, and the diameter for this, make sure it's nice and flush. The diameter for this is gonna be, let's see, it moved. So the diameter 7. Let's get a better number, right? Look like 7/3/8 or maybe 7.5. So I'm gonna go with 7.5. I don't know if you guys can see it here. I think 7.5 is a good number. So 7.5 is the number. What we'll do, we're gonna add 1 inch to that, right? And on one of this seam lines, on one of the center, right, which is one of the seam lines here, we're gonna add so it was 7.5 plus another plus 1 inch. It's gonna be right at 8.5. And I explain why we add 1 inch in a second. If I explain it right now, you guys wouldn't understand me. Once we mark on the center line 8.5, we want to see what's the inside diameter of this insulation, and it's 4.5. 4.5 inside diameter. So what's half of 4.5? That's 2.25, right? So we're gonna open our divider basically at 2.25. More. Let me just double check the measurement real quick. 2.25. See how we're looking at here. All right. 2.25, 4.5. Perfect. So what you're gonna do here is go to your 8-inch mark, 8.5-inch mark here. Don't forget your little paper, right? This could be a smooth situation if we just get the paper going. And what we're gonna do is put one end of the divider at the 8.5-inch mark, and just do a half a circle, right? Something like this all the way around, half a circle. And I'll highlight this with the marker so we can see the half a circle. I know it's hard to see when the installation is it's not nice and pretty at all. So okay, that is half a circle. This is about halfway where with the installation, right? So what we're gonna do next, just gonna grab a tape or maybe a band, and you could you could probably let this go now, right? So what you want to do is grab a tape or a band and let's see, make this easier on us. Trying to make sure I don't get in the camera's way, but at the same time I'm trying to show you guys, so gotta work my way around it a little bit more. easier to do it without the camera. Right, so see where I'm putting my band on the edge of this half a circle here, like right here, and on that one center, on one of the centers of the insulation. So let's go ahead and try to do that, and it's gonna look something like horrible. All right, I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit how this is gonna look, and it will look something like this basically. So see what I did? I just aligned my band to the center of this, and it's gonna look just like that. So it's gonna look with the loop around, and it's gonna go straight down this way. Keep in mind that this is my other half right here, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So let's see if we could do it like this. Put our band here, do it from the outside line. Put a band here to the center of this, and it's gonna look something like this. Right, so now this, the whole picture and how this looked like all the way around, and this is part of your 45. Now we got 1 center, 2 center, 3 center. We go down to the 4 center, which is going to be in the back of this, right? It's going to be on this side. On this side, we're going to go in an inch, right? That was the inch that we added on the other end, because doing that, sorry guys, I'm trying to do plenty of things at once here. I'm just a one-man show. All right, so doing that, I'm gonna mark about an inch. Now this inch line, this 1 inch line, gotta connect with this line here with a band, right? So see if I could show you guys how to do this. I mean, there's no rush in doing this, right, at all, but my point is that we practice this as much as we can, so when the day does come and we got to put insulation, we know how to do it. We don't want to wait on a day off, because we are going to struggle in doing it, right? So get that in situated like this basically, and go ahead and just mark it, right? Well, we won't be able to do that if we don't add that inch and do it on the edge. It's not gonna be, we're not gonna be able to have that cut out. So let's take a quick peek at it, and let's see how this looks, right? So if you look all the way around, here's just the 45 right here, and we're bringing it all the way around. It's gonna look just like a 45, right? So let's get it cut, and let's do the rest. All right, we're gonna start. Actually, I like doing this right here, right? Let's start with both sections. We'll follow the lines. I'm just trying to find a way to cut it better while you guys can see me. We're gonna cut the inside as well, but just so you guys can see where I'm cutting at, I'm gonna have it this way. Okay, this part is done. Flip it the other way. Get this out the way. I don't know if you guys are good there. All right. This will be out the picture. Now we'll do this half, All right, now it's starting to shape up like a 45, right? So what we do here, we're just gonna go inside and just gonna cut this extra piece that we don't need all the way around. All right, cut that piece out. I'll show you how this looks like this. Cut. We'll cut this section out right here. And then here, what we could do is go all the way around. It's hard to try to get it cleaned off and show you guys exactly what I'm doing here. It might look a little messy, but I'm not trying to get in front of the camera either. Okay, looks better. Say it looks better. So, all right, let's try it with this side, all the way around. We'll do it right here. And all basically what we're doing is cutting the extra piece that we do not need. Make sure that this section here is flat all the way around. So at the end of the day, it's gonna look something like this all the way around. And of course, clean it off a little bit, make it look a little bit more professional than what it actually looks, right? But here you go. How about let's go get the distance that we need from here to here, and I'll measure that real quick. So the distance up to the 90, right? That's where you want it, up to the 90. It's gonna be just an inch past this. So we're not gonna have much just because of the way the PVC is set up. So let's line this up correctly. And what I do, I just cut about an inch away from it all the way around. That's all that the 45 is gonna let us do, right? So all right, so basically this all is gonna fit on that PVC piping, right? All that cut out, all that stuff just for this little bit of insulation that we're gonna end up putting. So it's gonna look something like this all the way around. So let's go ahead and install this piece and let's see what's missing.